Hi there YouTube, today I'm just going to do my everyday makeup routine. First video I'm doing on YouTube. I'll just get started. As you can see, I've got a lot of redness on my face. I don't know if you can see very well on here. I suffer from a lot of redness, mainly around my nose and sort of my cheek areas. So I use a colour calming primer to help out with that. The one I've got is by Number 7. Colour calming primer. It's got a green tint in it, sort of similar to the packaging, and it just corrects red complexions. So I just use a tiny amount. Don't know if you can see. It's a tiny little amount, and I put it on the back of my hand. This one you're actually meant to mix in with your foundation. The foundation I'm using is by Max Factor. It's the Lasting Performance one. Mine's number 100, which is fair, because I am very pale. So I use about double the amount of the compared to the primer of foundation, and I just put it on top and then just mix them together. I like to dab it to heat it up a bit so that they sort of mould together a bit nicer, and then carry on, and then just buff it into my face. But yeah, after that I use some concealer. I know most people use concealer before foundation, but I prefer to use it after, because just from experience I've noticed that when you put concealer on first and then you put your foundation on, like where I use my brush, sort of blends with the concealer and with my foundation, it doesn't actually cover up. So I use double the amount of concealer because I put it on afterwards anyway, to conceal the dark circles again. So yeah, the reason I'm using it is because I've got quite dark circles under my eyes. So I just like to do 2 dots under my eyes, and I like to do like one streak on my nose, like I said, where I got that excess redness. This is by Collection 2000. It's the Lasting Perfection concealer, and this is number 1 in Fair again. And then I just dot that around my eye, your skin is very sensitive and don't want to pull on it. And then do the same for my nose to maintain a little coverage. Okay. After that, should have been prepared. I'm going to use e.l.f. High Definition Powder. It's just a translucent powder. Similar to another MAC product, which you hear about on YouTube quite a lot. And I'm going to use my Kabuki brush, a synthetic one, which is just from Primark. It was £1. They're really good. I keep repurchasing them. They do last quite a while though. I like the way they look as well. They're quite cute. But the way I do it is because you get a lid with it. So I just tap some of it in there, and then shake that back and put that back on top. And then you've got the lid as well, and so when I go to use it, I've got a bit more in there. Just try to make it last longer. Okay, so then just dab it in, tap off the excess, and then buff it in. Okay, because my skin's sort of normal combination to oily skin, so I get some excess oil, so that's why I have to use a powder. I don't use blusher purely because where I've got that redness, after about a couple hours my cheeks become flushed again anyway, so sort of a natural flush I get. And then after that I just I do winged eyeliner every day, and I use the L'Oreal Superliner in Carbon Gloss. And so I'm going to be putting that on again, sorry. So there's my eyeliner. I should move the camera maybe. See if you can see that a bit better. Maybe I should put the camera here next to my mirror. That should be better. Okay, and then I'm going to use my mascara. The one I'm using at the moment is by Max Factor. It's the False Lash Effect one. I got this one at Boots. I think the Boots one was exclusive in purple, and the one in Superdrug was exclusive in pink, just the packaging, but they're both black. And that's the brush on it. Big, thick, chunky one, like if I compare it to, say, what have I got? Lash Accelerator by Rimmel. So double the size of it. This is a really good mascara as well, but I go for volume more than anything most days. And then you should always put mascara just a little bit on your lower lashes as well, because if you put too much volume in your top lashes and none on your bottom, your eyes can actually look smaller rather than making them pop out. And then to do my waterline, I use Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner in 0. Oh, drop it. And just drag my line down. And then lipstick wise is something I do vary every day, but most days I do use a nude colour for work, or I use a gloss, but the gloss I most commonly use, if I can find it, there it is. The gloss I normally use on a day-to-day basis is by Soap and Glory's the Sexy Mother Pucker, and this is in Perfect Peach. I just like to use. This is the one that boosts the volume of your lips. And tastes like chocolate, kind of. Okay, and that's that. Okay, so that's my everyday makeup routine. Don't know if the lighting's better